It's creating and empowering your online e-commerce business. I think this is very important for any age group, especially in a world where extra cash is always a good thing. All right, so can I have a show of hands on who here has tried establishing an online business? All right, I see a few hands. Oh, what happened? I mean, it's okay. We're all honest here.
Medyo nagbe-break even lang pala Facebook ads ako. Tapos hindi na-convert yung traffic into dun sa online shop.
Is this Shopify? Alright, so here we have the problem of having a site just make enough things.
May report po na may nabibisit pero hindi sila nag-a-update.
Okay, alright. The bounce rate, alright. Anyone else? What other reasons are there for the site or your online business not working? Alright, let me move forward. Today I want to teach you how to create an online business using a platform I trust. We'll get there. First, I want to ask the crowd. I'm sure everyone has general knowledge on this. What is e-commerce? Essentially, when it boils down, what is online business? Anyone with an answer. There are no wrong answers, just stuff we can build on. Digital tendera, that's nice. That's a good one. What else? Any other ideas? All right, an online marketplace, very good. That's actually correct. Anyone else? Yeah?
Making product available online.
All right, that's good. Essentially, you do have to make your product available online for the global market. Well, the base answer I got from Google, this is the first search I got, is commercial transactions conducted electronically on the internet. Basically, it's traditional trading of talent or products, but over the internet. Not in person, over the internet. Like online clothing stores or web design services or hotel reservations. Anything that requires money in exchange, that is what an online business is. And today we're going to learn how to start an e-commerce site. If you have a notebook or just take down notes because I'm going to give you concise steps on how to do this and make it easy for you. First of all, we have different platforms. Different platforms of e-commerce we can use. There's Shopify, there's Magento, there's BigCommerce, there's OpenCart, so many. Are these familiar to any of you? Have you seen these online? Shopify, good. It's very common. It's very in Asian countries, yeah. What I'm gonna use, or what I have been using, is WooCommerce. Who here is familiar with WooCommerce? All right, that's nice. And those who are familiar with it, have you used it before? A lot of yeses, that's good. So why do I pick WooCommerce? Well, first of all, ownership. You get to create your store from the ground up in the image that you want it to be. It can be any store, It can be a store for selling leather shoes, it can be a store for hotel reservations. It's up to you. You are in complete control, you are in the driver's seat, you are the boss. And in a business, whether online or in person, it is important to be the boss. Is it not? No one likes to be the boss? Is it not important to be the boss? Yeah. That's it. More conviction. Next is expandability. WooCommerce as a platform is easily scaled. You can go from a small site with 1,000 visitors a day to a site that gets 10 million visitors a day. It's not basic stuff. It's not easy, but it is doable with WooCommerce. And next, this is the part I love most about WooCommerce. It's a global community. It's everyone in this room contributing to what WooCommerce is. Just like WordPress. WooCommerce's code is available for everyone to use, to play with, to invent new features, and when you bring it all together, global ideas from all over the world, make an excellent product. Don't you agree? Something thought of by several different people, geniuses from all over the world, it's bound to be good. Alright, so these are the 5 phases in starting your WooCommerce site, right? So let's say you have a website name. Let's call it WordCamp.com. That's your site's name. What you need to do first is find a home for your website online. That's where you choose a host. A host is very important in the beginning because that allows you to gauge what your site will be. A host provides you several website features, but the most important ones are caching. So who here is familiar with what caching does? Alright, I see several. Caching allows for some sites to load faster the more they're visited. That way your site, like you said, sites that are fast are very important. It allows that to happen. Alright? A good host will allow your site to be available to the public rather quickly. And then a good hosting has powerful servers. I use Pasok Manasuki because a powerful server allows a lot of visitors. A lot of people to come into your site, view your products, see what you've got to offer. It's like having a mall, you know, thousands of people can come in, just view your products. That's what powerful servers do. And next, which is very essential from a good hosting, is security and data privacy protection. You know, users from all over the globe, from countries that really spend money online, are crazy about how a site protects their information. Credit card information is transferred in the billions of dollars in a week, and everyone wants their money protected. And that's why a good hosting provider allows this for you. They encrypt all data that goes through a transaction. So please, don't be stingy with which host you pick. Your website is your baby, and that baby needs to have a very safe home. And that hosting provider is the home. All right? Keep that in mind. Would you allow your kid to walk in the middle of the street at night? I don't think so. Unless there's something wrong with you, but that's not for me to say. Next is install WordPress. All right, see, this part is pretty easy nowadays. Back then, people had to do with command line, which is very tedious. It takes a day just to install WordPress. Now, most hosts provide a one-click installation of WordPress. So you click it, you wait, and then you have WordPress installed. We're spoon-fed the ability to install WordPress and connect globally. And I think that's great. But if you want to do it, if your host doesn't offer that, this is a famous 5-minute install video which teaches you how to install it yourself on your site. Most of us are familiar with that, I'm sure. If you're a beginner, don't worry. These two options, bread and butter. You'll have your site up and running. I mean, you'll have WordPress installed within a day for you to play around with. And next is pick a theme. How many of you here are familiar with what a theme does to a site? Can I have a show of hands, please? Don't be shy. All right. If we could have someone from the crowd share with us what they believe a theme does for a site, that would be nice. Who wants to volunteer? I saw you raise your hand. Could you? Oh, the guy in front of you.
The theme is where the understanding of your site. I think it's very important to just theme for your site. Because it's one that the customers first see in your site. And for WordPress, there are a lot of themes that are good that give you the option.
All right, a round of applause, please. That was a very great answer. Everything he said there is correct and essential for a WordPress user. The theme you use is how your site appears. Your site has to look good. It has to reflect what your business is. You can't have a site that sells shoes, but your theme is just off-putting and nothing related to what you're selling. It's the aesthetic. Actually, you're getting out of the public. Thank you very much again. With WooCommerce, we do have a theme that is very tightly curated to allow all the functionality to happen without any issues or errors, and it's the storefront theme. It's built specifically for WooCommerce by the people who build WordPress. So another level of spoon feeding is given here. Not only are we going to allow the public to access e-commerce for free, we're going to allow them to have a theme for free that does everything they need to sell a product. It may not look precisely what you want it to look yet, but you can start from there. Because this is the basic part. WooCommerce is free. You're starting out. You want as much help from the people who develop it as possible. And they develop tirelessly to make storefront the best possible theme for WordPress and WooCommerce. Alright, so give it a try, storefront. It's very easy to remember. And next is, well, the icing on the cake, which is activate WooCommerce. There are 3 ways you can do this. You can create a free account and then download WooCommerce from there, or download the WooCommerce plugin directly from the WordPress.org repository. It's as simple as downloading, waiting for the download to finish, upload it onto your WordPress site. I'm sure everyone here if not everyone, knows the basics of installing a plugin, right? That doesn't seem too hard. That's essentially how you have WooCommerce activated. And third, which is, I think, spoon feeding at its finest, is a setup wizard that walks you through every step of the way. So I've had experience where customers, let's say, this one man from Tallahassee, he's 79 years old. He rents out horses on his free ranch. He came in one day and said, hey, I'm 79, can I start a site? I'm like, yes, you can be 100 and start a site. The setup wizard is so easy to understand that they're even incorporating it for people who can't see to be able to use it. All right, WordPress is inclusive of everyone in the community. Everyone here, all of you, you're allowed to succeed with WordPress. You're given the capability to succeed with WordPress and WooCommerce. That's why I'm very passionate and sticking with this. And the number, I made a mistake with the numbers. Extend WooCommerce. See, besides the core functionality, WooCommerce allows special functionality, which is, let's say, a bookings feature, or a feature for you to allow discounts on your site. It allows for complicated shipping situations where if a person buys 5 products, they get free shipping. Extended features and extensions on WooCommerce allow this to happen. So not only are you given, let's say, a powerful e-commerce device, you're given extra weapons in your artillery for global, let's say, global takeover in terms of your business. Everything you need is found within WooCommerce. And I'm not joking about this. There are plugins developed every day just for niche functionality. There's a plugin that allows you to change pricing depending on where the user is. There's a plugin that allows you to ship to, for example, in the Philippines, we don't really have FedEx, or we don't have UPS. And keeping in mind that we like to pay cash on delivery, WooCommerce has installed a local pickup feature. So people order on your site, they go to you and pick it up. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about fulfillment and all that. And as a business owner, a beginner, this is important. Just having your product sell as fast as you can. And this is what I want everyone to keep in mind when they start their WooCommerce site. There are 3 main components when you start WooCommerce. First is your product. Obviously, you have to sell something, whether it be a service, whether it be a physical product, whether it be downloadable, anything you can sell on WooCommerce. You just need to know what you want to sell. All right. Next is the payment gateway. These are options for you to receive cash payments from your customers. Let's say PayPal or Stripe, or kung sa Philippines pa, it's cash on delivery, which is the easiest, but not everyone pays. I've had experience there. Next is the shipping gateway. FedEx, UPS. This is really strong in America because everyone there orders online. I've had to do troubleshooting for sites that make around $1 million a day. Who here thinks that's a lot of money? Oh, you don't? That's normal. I've had a customer who had his site down for 1 hour and 17 minutes and lost, let me put this in pesos, close to 300 million pesos for 1 hour and 17 minutes of downtime. Because, like I said, WooCommerce is powerful. If it's not run the right way, if you're not really putting effort into it, not taking care of your baby, you will lose money. Here are some examples of sites that I have. This is the Hero Handmade Shoes. This is how their shop page looks like. Who here thinks this looks classy? This looks like something you can trust. All right, pretty good. This is WooCommerce at its finest. This is using a bit of extended functionality, not necessarily the base theme, but as developers will tell you, that happens. You have to grow the site, you have to add more features, that's normal. This is what I like about the product display of WooCommerce. You can change it up. This is one example. You're allowed to display a product as easy to understand as possible, but you serve it with so much panache, so much, I don't know, class. Look at that. You want to buy that shoe. You want to buy it as a gift, you want to buy it for yourself. It's just how WooCommerce allows you to present your product. Another website, and this is something I love as well, is they're allowed to offer a product like this. You're allowed to choose the color of the sleeve, of the collar, of the base vest. This is what we call a variable product. You know, complicated product rules are allowed to be displayed on WooCommerce. So you can sell anything. Think of it, you can sell it as long as it's legal. That's important, as long as it's legal. And I have a really great story I want to share with all of you about online e-commerce marketing. This is Mosiah Bridges, the founder and CEO of Mo's Globes, who has scaled his online business and is now valued at 100 million pesos. Can someone please guess his age for me when he started out? Anyone? Give me a random number of how old you think he is.
10?
If that's a 9-year-old kid. It's not a 9-year-old kid. He was 14 when he started. Alright, and he just made bow ties for fun. He was stitching with his Lola. And then his Lola said, hey, start a website. And because of WooCommerce's easy, understandable setup process, he was able to do it. He's transitioned from WordPress to a different site now because the NBA that hired, took on his bow tie stuff, they use a different website. But he started out with WordPress and he's evaluated at 100 million pesos. Who here thinks that that money could change your lives? Who here thinks it could change your life? What I'm trying to say today, and what I'm trying to get everyone on board with, is you don't have to be a businessman to really want to start an e-commerce site. You don't have to sell products. You can sell your passions. People sell speeches online. I've seen people sell Bible study sessions online, and they don't trade it for money. Essentially, they trade it for referrals. I've seen people change their lives, come back from alcoholism because WooCommerce allowed them an avenue to reach out to the global world. One of the fun stories I have, a customer who deals with autism patients. He sells, actually it's free. He gives you a coupon code that you enter on his website. You're able to download a playlist of music that he makes using the piano that soothes tantrums. And if that's not inspiring enough to, I'm sorry, I get really proud that I got, because I handled his site, I'm just saying that locally, Davao City, we may not have that much, base knowledge about e-commerce, but I've been working tirelessly for the past 3 months speaking to high school students and college students to get them on board because I want 15-year-olds from the Philippines making 100 million pesos out of their sites doing nothing but what they love, which is stitching bow ties. I want to make sure that we empower everyone and include them in the idea that success is a global feat, that success is inclusive of everyone from all walks of life. Everyone here is here for one reason. And in the back of your heads, that's making money. But what that money allows you is growth, ability to give back to the community. I've met people who made 100 million pesos who decided to give 50 back and start charities and start orphanages and homes for the aged. So think of WooCommerce as, this is going to be really cheesy, but an avenue to a better, holistic, inclusive online presence that allows you to not only sell, but also influence everyone you sell to. That may sound like a load of BS, but I've seen it happen. I have seen it happen. All right, and I will continue to see it happen, and hopefully someone from this room is going to come up to me one day and say, hey, Mr. Dude on stage, you were correct. WooCommerce did change my life. And that is where I will end this talk.